arrest has been made in a drive-by shooting in Prosser yesterday after the suspect attempted to flee from police. And the Benton County Sheriff's Office is reaching out to the community for feedback on implementing facial recognition systems in the county.
And get ready for a winter weather roller coaster. Those winds have already kicked up. Look at that, 24 mile an hour, but it's warm out there. Get to all the details in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stacy Lee. So are you ready for the weather roller coaster we are on?
Definitely. I've already experienced the wind this morning. There were a couple tumbleweeds that flew in front of me this morning, but
that's going to be the case pretty
Yes.
much all day today, tonight, and into tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So let's take a peek right now at our radar. We saw some showers passing through the area. Look at how fast it's moving. And again, that's a cold front moving in from Canada with some gusty winds pushing it through the Pacific Northwest. We're already seeing those snow showers beginning to fly across the Cascade Mountains, and a little wintry mix right there in Yakima. But again, this is very fast moving due to those strong gusty winds. 48 degrees. We saw some scattered showers through the area. Our winds are blowing 24 miles an hour, but gusting much higher than that. So just be aware of that. We do have a high wind advisory that will remain in place till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So those winds are going to stay with us, unfortunately, all day long, which is also creating blizzard conditions across the Cascade Mountains. Now we're projecting 8 to 24 inches with winds up to 65, but I was doing a little deep dive. Some of the upper elevations in the Cascades could see 2 to 4 feet of snow in a very short amount of time. We're looking at 6 to 20 inches here in the Blue Mountains. Again, blizzard warnings there, 2 to 4 inches up towards the Spokane area. Be prepared for wild winter weather. So strong gusty winds today. Some scattered showers are possible on and off as the system moves through. Those blizzard conditions in the mountains through tomorrow morning. And those temperatures, well, they're going to start plummeting towards the end of the week. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert full weather forecast. Riley?
Thank you, Stacy. The Grant County Sheriff's Office reported a person was shot and killed and a Quincy officer was hurt in a police shooting Monday evening. Quincy police were called to the Jackpot Food Mart on the 300 block of F Street around 8:30 p.m. for a report of a man with a knife. It's unknown at this time what led to the confrontation, but authorities say 2 Quincy officers got to the scene and one of them was stabbed in the arm and the shoulder. The man with the knife was shot and killed. The officers suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to the hospital. A suspect in an early morning drive-by shooting in Prosser was arrested hours later near Sunnyside last night. According to the Mabton Police Department, there was a drive-by shooting in Prosser and officers began searching the area for the suspect. Authorities were able to get some information that the suspect was in the Sunnyside area and reached out to the Sunnyside Police Department and the Yakima County Sheriff's Office for help. Authorities went to an address in the north side of Sunnyside and a drone was deployed. Authorities say the suspect left in a vehicle at a high rate of speed, and after a short chase, the suspect was arrested and taken to the Yakima County Jail. On December 14, 2023, members of the Teamsters Local Number 839 took a vote of no confidence against Prosser's Chief of Police Jay King in response to claims of poor leadership. According to the union, several members of the Prosser Police Department came forward with concerns about the creation of a toxic work environment, unlawful and sexist actions by the chief, and a disregard for policy and officer safety.
Once officers were noticing that he was violating policy and in some instances not even wearing a vest or assisting with stops and wasn't even carrying a magazine in his firearm, that was a very severe concern, and that's what was a tipping point for us.
The union has expressed a desire to see Chief King terminated from his position. Later on Good Morning Northwest, you'll hear from some of the officers coming forward about how they feel about workplace culture within the Prosser Police Department. According to Yakima Police Chief Matt Murray, Yakima has seen overall crime decrease over the past 3 years and has seen their numbers fall below the state crime rates. and some of the areas that look higher are actually a good thing. He says drug crime in Yakima went up 100% last year, but it's not due to an increase in the number of crimes occurring, but due to an increased enforcement effort. For example, while the numbers indicate the number of DUI cases has gone up, Murray said that's only because they now have 2 officers who are dedicated to looking for and arresting people who are driving under the influence. Domestic violence cases also up, but it's because the citywide Domestic Violence Coalition has been targeting those crimes.
I do not believe there's more domestic violence in Yakima. I think there's more accountability. We have more eyes and ears and strategies to get these people and hold them accountable.
Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear more from Chief Murray about what's working for policing in Yakima and where the department still needs to improve. The Benton County Sheriff's Office held the second of 3 public hearings last night to share information and get feedback on a proposal to bring facial recognition technology into their investigations. The Sheriff's Office says they're looking at a program called Clearview AI, which can take a picture and compare it to tens of billions of other pictures posted publicly online to try and find a match. Detective Brandon DeMeyer says the program could be a powerful tool to speed up investigations, but it's only sifting through pictures that are already available, not looking at traffic cameras or security feeds in real time.
We're not out there trying to live track people. This program, number one, Benton County Sheriff's Office isn't interested in that, and number 2, this program doesn't have that ability. We are using this as a after-the-fact investigative tool.
You can find much more information on our website, applevalley.newsnow.com. And if you missed last night's meeting, there will be one more coming up January 26th at the Benton County Administration Building in Kennewick. After that, there will be 90 days for public comment before the commissioners are asked to make a final decision. Washington State Patrol troopers released more information about the deadly crash on State Route 240 yesterday. Around 5:30 yesterday morning, a vehicle traveling westbound just west of State Route 225 switched lanes into oncoming traffic and was struck by a pickup truck. The driver of the first vehicle, 55-year-old Thomas Woodrich of Pasco, was killed in this collision. This case is still under investigation, and it's unknown what caused the crash.
We know for a fact that this westbound truck did move over into the opposing lane. We know that what we're investigating now is interviewing different witnesses to maybe come to a conclusion of why this person did that.
SR 240 was closed for about an hour, impacting the Hanford commute. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Stacey Lee joins us live now for another quick look at the weather.
Get ready for a very windy day, and we're going to see a cool down. Temperatures are pretty warm this morning, but those temperatures are going to continue to drop throughout the day. So get ready for some wild winter weather. It's all coming up.
And the University of Washington School of Medicine is issuing a warning to Washington residents as the newest COVID strain is on the rise. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
The New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended, so you can still save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks. But hurry, the extended New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Tonight, Only Murders in the Building continues on ABC for an exclusive winter event.
Whoa! Raise your hand if you just got chills.
Only Murders in the Building, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
When it comes to floors, quality matters, period. Quality is what makes the difference in floors, and it's what you can expect from the best products Empire today carries. Quality is stain and soil technology to help protect your floors from everyday accidents. Quality is water resistance, where and when you need it most. It's a durable finish that keeps scratches from leaving lasting damage. It's floors that are manufactured in America, keeping jobs close to home. Quality is knowing your floors are made by some of the best flooring brands in the world. And when life happens, quality is having peace of mind that your floors are backed by some of the best warranties around. If an issue does arise, just call us. We service all warranties ourselves so you can avoid the hassle of having to track down the manufacturer. Knowing Empire handpicks long-lasting and durable products is what makes getting new floors easy.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
A visit to a Montana resort that has it all.
Different scenery and the wildlife, just the atmosphere, the foliage, it's all great.
The hot springs is the real draw.
It's Quinn's Hot Springs Resort. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
The New Year super sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
According to the CDC, Washington ranks high among states with an increasing rate of respiratory illnesses. The University of Washington School of Medicine's Dr. Helen Chu says cases of flu and COVID are both on the rise and will probably peak in the next several weeks.
I do think that the numbers will continue to climb very, very quickly over the course of the next several weeks as people go back to work, as they start spreading these viruses to their friends and family and coworkers, that this is really a good time to go ahead and get your vaccine if you haven't yet.
Dr. Chu says the new variant JN1 is highly transmissible and only a small percentage of Washington residents are up to date on their shots. Coming up, we sit down with the new mayor of Pasco, Pete Serrano, and Stacy Lee will return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things Christmas. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
If you're hurt at work, your life can go into a downward spiral.
You're injured. You can't work. Your bills are piling up.
But winning workers' comp benefits isn't easy.
You're the underdog.
We'll fight labor and industries to get you the workers' compensation benefits you deserve.
If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the extended New Year's super sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or purchase a Tempur-Pedic and get a $300 gift. Check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Every one of our 8 weekday meal deals is under $10. Ham and cheese omelet, under 10. Classic steak burger and fries, under 10. 2x2x2 combo, under 10, under 10, under 10. The new weekday meal deals menu, only at IHOP.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With the Get College Saving Program, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it. At 529.wa.gov.
Do you want Apple Valley News Now anywhere, anytime? Then you need Apple Valley News Now Plus for your phone, tablet, and streaming box. It's local news and first alert weather on your schedule from people you trust. Get Apple Valley News Now Plus for your phone, tablet, or streaming box today.
Female frogs fake their own deaths to avoid unwanted male attraction.
They learned that from us. That's right. Daniel Kaluuya, plus anxiety-fighting foods.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Tuesday morning to you. Active weather going this morning. We're already starting to see those snow showers coming across the Cascades as the system is moving through the area. We're seeing heavy mountain rain showers right now. It's going to start transitioning to snow. This is all coming in on a cold front on top of those strong gusty winds. We're seeing those gusty winds right now, 26-mile-an-hour sustained winds, gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour in the Columbia Basin. Warm though, we had a warm front move in yesterday. That's going to start going away as this new cold front pushes through. So 48 degrees. Here's wind gust potential again. Look at the winds out on the coast, out in the ocean, 60, 70 miles an hour. As we get inland, we'll start to see this is the biggest impact though, mostly the center part of Washington all the way down to central Oregon. And we'll continue to see those winds punch through. Plus, they're going to impact the Cascade Mountains later today. We're creating those blizzard conditions. Blizzard warning in place till 10 o'clock tomorrow. 8 to 24 inches is what we're expecting, but some areas in the Cascades could see 2 to 4 feet of snow with blizzard-like conditions. Travel could be difficult to impossible, and right now the passes are saying to have chains. You got to have chains unless you have all-wheel drive vehicles, so be prepared for winter driving conditions or just avoid it if you can. 6 to 20 inches possible, and the Blues could even see a little bit more than that. Here's our storm track for today. Again, heavy mountain snow all the way down the Cascade Mountains from the north to the south. That will continue moving a little bit more towards Mount Hood. They're looking at anywhere from 3 to 5 feet of snow there today. So happy news for all the skiers and winter sports enthusiasts. That storm on Wednesday will start to move more to the south, but we'll continue to see snow showers over the Cascade Mountains. What's going on in the lower elevations? Well, here's that snow that we see picking up in the Blue Mountains, rain in Walla Walla. We're going to be hit or miss showers through the Columbia Basin, lower elevations. And again, some hit or miss rain mixed with snow possible in Yakima. Ellensburg will see some snowflakes today on and off. That I-90 corridor is going to be pretty treacherous later on as the winds continue and the snow continues. Here's another band late tonight through the northeastern portion of Oregon. Heppner, Pendleton with rain, Hermiston with rain, and that I-84 corridor, some heavy snow. That's Cabbage Pass, that Cabbage Hill, Dead Man's Pass. Very dangerous conditions. Plus, we're seeing some snow develop along the Columbia River Gorge near the Dalles. So active weather pattern for the next couple of days. Be prepared for, well, winter driving conditions. And I would just try to avoid some of those areas if at all possible. Here's your planner for today. We have those showers. Temperatures will start to decline as the morning goes on, and then we could see that rain mixed with snow in Yakima. For the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities, more so cloudy skies, overcast conditions. Look at the difference in temperature here. We're in the 40s, so well above that freezing level, but the temperatures are going down instead of going up as the morning goes on. Look for showers there with overcast, cloudy skies. So lots of active weather to talk about. Again, be safe out there. Right now, secure any loose outdoor items as that wind has really picked up this morning. Riley?
Each of the Tri-Cities now have a new mayor to start 2024. I sat down with each of them, and in the city of Pasco, he's not a new face at all. Pete Serrano has been with the city council for 6 years. He now holds the role of mayor. I asked Mayor Serrano what he wants to see for Pasco by the end of his term.
Well, certainly if Road 100's not done, we're going to hear that. I will hear that until I'm buried.
The Broadmoor Interchange project, which started at the end of 2023, is expected to be completed later this year, constructing a multi-lane roundabout and a new loop ramp connecting eastbound I-182 to northbound Broadmoor Boulevard. Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano says by the end of 2025, when his term ends, he wants the community's growth to continue while keeping Pasco's roots intact.
It's not just growing, but again, I really want to make sure that we retain some of the benefits, some of our cultural benefits and some of our rural ag influences that we have here in the history of downtown Pasco.
Mayor Serrano, who has lived in Pasco since 2015, says the goals coming up are taking a smart look at the growth plans.
I'm afraid that if we grow too fast and bring in too many amenities, we're going to lose some of that benefit of, we're going to now become, because of remote work, like a bedroom community to Seattle.
Serrano says he's worked under several different mayors in the past 6 years, and he's planning to take a little from each of them as he starts his term.
I've had the opportunity to learn from 3 very different personalities of how to embrace this position. And I'm hopefully going to take, my flair plus the benefits of those 3 individuals and really do my best, again, to represent the city.
He's also an attorney and general counsel with the Silent Majority Foundation. I asked how his experience in law will impact his tenure as Pasco's mayor.
What I love about our council is the diversity that we have of backgrounds. I thought it was an opportunity with the new council to have that ability to share with them my experience and to really bring kind of, again, to your point, the assets of being an attorney and that leadership and have that sitting at the helm.
Pete Serrano is our new mayor.
The role of mayor is appointed by fellow council members who turn the role over to Serrano on Tuesday, January 2nd, with a 6-1 vote. Serrano is also running for Washington's Attorney General in 2024. We hear from Richland's Mayor Teresa Richardson coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. Benton County voters have some issues to decide on next month, but there are a few key dates ahead of that February 13th election. According to the Benton County Auditor, a logic and accuracy test takes place this afternoon at 2 p.m. at the Election Center. Those tests aim to ensure ballot tabulating equipment is accurate and it is open to the public. A new bill from Representative Gina Mossbrucker is supposed to fix what she says is a potentially dangerous redundancy in state law when it comes to monitoring domestic violence offenders. According to the State Department of Corrections, there's a stipulation that requires that a case has been plead and proven in order for an offender to be eligible for supervision. If they can identify that, offenders can slip through the cracks. But Mossbrucker says the extra step is redundant since an offender's case must be plead and proven in order for them to end up in prison in the first place. House Bill 2048 would remove that step.
It makes it faster and more sure that we're going to supervise DV offenders, felony offenders, and so that when they go out, they're not, the victims and survivors are in danger.
The bill was introduced at yesterday's legislative session and referred to the House Committee on Community Safety, Justice, and Reentry. A public hearing is set for 8 a.m. Thursday. Today, Washington State Governor Jay Inslee will give his State of the State address. The governor will give the address in the House chambers at the state capitol in Olympia. It starts at noon before a joint session of the State House and State Senate. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, if you're in the market for a wacky career move, Oscar Mayer may be the perfect for you. They're looking for Wienermobile drivers.
If you have an injury claim and are considering a settlement with the insurance company, make sure you're compensated for every element of damage you're entitled to. Don't be tempted to accept a quick holiday settlement. This holiday message is brought to you by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
It's Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Even if you've been vaccinated against HPV, keep getting screened until age 65. Get more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Becky Morris at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Are you looking to give your space a winter makeover without breaking the piggy bank? Well, buckle up because it's winter clearance time at Meredith Furniture. Get the coolest furniture at the hottest prices. From snazzy sofas to bedazzling beds, we've got it all. And guess what? Snowy savings are falling like confetti. So whether you're into sleek and modern or cozy and classic, dash over to Meredith Furniture for the winter clearance event. Unwrap the savings and let your space shine. Hurry before these deals melt away. Meredith Furniture, where your style meets winter warmth. See you there.
Hi everyone watching at home. We're here to remind you that if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have live agents available right now to answer your questions and tell you how much your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina Bellich, here with spokesman and TV personality Tom Mustin with us in the Help Center. So Tom, phones are really busy over there. Tell us what kind of calls you're seeing.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me here in the call center with you. We always enjoy talking to the viewers and getting folks the compensation that they deserve. You know, we're seeing calls about all kinds of accidents, but the most common by far has been car accidents. So if you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person. They'll answer any questions you have and tell you if you have a case and how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
For over 30 years, our lawyers and staff have sent holiday greetings and reminders to be careful on winter streets. This year is no exception. Season's greetings, everyone. Be safe and have a happy new year.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're looking for a wacky, zany career move, Oscar Mayer has just the job for you. Stacy, they're looking for Wienermobile drivers.
And by my age, I have goals, Riley, career goals. Anyway, yes. The company is hiring a dozen hot doggers for what it calls a rare and coveted job. Those interested in getting behind the wheel of the iconic 27-foot long hot dog on wheels can apply on the Oscar Mayer website through January 31st.
And it will be a full-time job lasting for a year. Drivers will visit more than 20 states. The base salary is $35,600.
Not a bad gig. There's also a weekly allowance of $150, 18 days of paid time off, full health benefits, and 100% hotel expensive. Plus, you get to cruise around in that Wienermobile.
Exactly. And that sounds like a fun job in general.
Right, maybe.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one of those in the wild?
They've had one in the Tri-Cities several times. So I have seen it at Ranch and Home one time.
Oh my goodness. I've seen it, I think, like on a road trip. We were heading, I believe it was the road trip we went to Chicago one time, a long time ago, and it was super exciting. We were all like up against the window, like trying to get a look at it because it was a big deal for us kids.
Pretty fancy vehicle.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we've got a lot going on weather-wise. I'll have a look at your first alert weather forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the final countdown to the Iowa caucuses is on with less than a week to go before the GOP's first contest of the 2024 presidential election cycle. And this comes as the former president attempts to get his Georgia election interference case thrown out, citing presidential immunity.
In today's Tech Bites, Apple is launching its Vision Pro headset on February 2nd. The $3,500 headset is the company's first major product launch since the 2015 debut of the Apple Watch. Apple is calling Vision Pro a revolutionary spatial computer. Pre-orders begin in 10 days. Garmin is marketing its new heart rate monitor, the HRM Fit, to women because it says it can deliver an accurate reading even when it's attached to a sports bra. The device is meant to fit select bra models from Adidas and Under Armour, among other brands. It's on sale for $150. And finally, LG has unveiled a very big and very transparent television. The signature OLED T is a whopping 77 inches and goes on sale this year. As for the price, LG will only say that it will be, quote, very expensive. I just got rid of my transparent TV. Not really sure what I saw in it. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
When you shop Wayfair, you get big deals for your home every day. So big, we'll have you saying,
"Am I a big deal?"
Yeah, you are, because it's a big deal when you get a big deal. Wayfair deals so big that you might get a big head. Because with savings so real, you can get your dream sofa for half the price. Wayfair, it's always a big deal.
Wayfair, you've got just what I need.
Bye-bye cough.
Later chest congestion. Hello, 12 hours of relief.
12 hours?
Mucinex DM gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion in any cough, day or night. Mucinex DM. It's comeback season. Now try Mucinex InstaSoothe sore throat medicated drops.
Take a breath of fresh air with the Stanley Steamer Air Duct Cleaning. We clean over 10 million feet of air ducts each year with our specialized trucks built by us, removing the contaminants from your home. For cleaner indoor air, call 1-800-STEAMER.
Former President Donald Trump leads his rivals by over 30 points as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley are in a close fight for second place ahead of the Iowa caucuses. This comes as Trump wants his Georgia election subversion case dismissed, arguing he has presidential immunity.
And we've got winter weather advisories, blizzard warnings, and high wind warnings in place. I'll give you all the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And I'm Stacy Lee. Good Tuesday morning. You probably, if you're just waking up, look outside. It's pretty windy.
It is.
And it's going to continue. In fact, those winds are going to intensify as the day goes on. So there's high wind warnings in place, Riley, and blizzards for the mountains.
When we had one of our sky cams up, I saw it kind of shaking with that wind.
Yes,
so
it's
definitely noticeable.
Absolutely. Let's look outside right now at our Giza Stadium sky cam right now, 48 degrees. So we actually warmed up overnight. That warm air came through yesterday and stayed pretty warm, 48 degrees. You'll start to see these temperatures drop because we've got a cold front pushing down from Canada. So a shift in the weather, it's going to be reducing our temperatures as we get into the morning. Our feels like temp, though, thanks to the wind, is 40 degrees. Winds are at 26 miles per hour. Here's the weather pattern for the next 3 days. Look at that. That's a lot going on. And then you'll really see that jet coming down from Canada, British Columbia. That's going to be pushing that moisture through our region with heavy mountain snow. We'll see some heavy snow here in northeast Oregon, all around the Columbia Basin, Cascades, all the way down to Hood River. Here's what the 7-day planning forecast looks like. Temperatures today hitting 50, so we will warm up. We're going to cool down a couple of degrees this morning. We have a chance of rain mixed with snow because it's quite a bit cooler right now in Yakima. And then on Wednesday, we kind of get a little bit of a break, slight chance of showers, and then it is on. We see more rain coming our way Thursday, and then check out the temperature difference from Thursday into Friday. Our temperatures drop drastically, and there is snow in the forecast for the lower elevations for Friday and Saturday. So big weather shift through the area. A quick look at Walla Walla and Hermiston. Similar weather pattern with those chilly temperatures, single-digit overnight lows. Riley?
Thank you, Stacy. And inclement weather has caused delays across 3 Yakima area school districts. The Highland School District is on a 2-hour delay. The West Valley School District will start 2 hours late with no AM preschool due to icy roads. The Yakima School District is delayed 2 hours with no AM preschool and the bus is on its snow routes. There will also be no morning classes at YV Tech. The 2024 election is in full swing with the Iowa caucus less than a week away. Candidates from both sides are taking sharper aim at Donald Trump, who leads the Republican primary by a commanding 30 points. President Joe Biden on the campaign trail as well, warning that his predecessor and MAGA Republicans are poisoning America's democracy as the former president faces more time in court. ABC's M. Wynn has more from Washington, D.C.
Less than a week away until the Iowa caucus, the first contest of the 2024 presidential election cycle. President Joe Biden taking aim at his predecessor at an event in South Carolina, denouncing white supremacy as poison, pointing to January 6 and Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election results.
An extreme movement of America, the MAGA Republicans, led by a defeated president, is trying to steal history now. Losers are taught to concede when they lose. And he's a loser.
Meanwhile, in an interview with Lou Dobbs, the GOP frontrunner making a bold prediction that the U.S. economy would crash and saying he hopes it would happen this year because he doesn't want to be another President Hoover who took office when the economy was stable but later had to tackle the start of the Great Depression.
We have an economy that's so fragile, it's just running off the fumes. And when there's a crash, I hope it's going to be during this next 12 months. Because I don't want to be Herbert Hoover.
Trump trying to take credit for the current economy that defied expectations in 2023 with inflation down, job growth high, and unemployment rates low. Trump's GOP rivals are crisscrossing Iowa in a close fight for second place. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley raising the temperature on Trump.
Just because President Trump says something doesn't make it true.
Haley also taking on more attacks from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis after she didn't mention slavery when asked what caused the Civil War. DeSantis quick to criticize Trump, who suggested the war could have been avoided through negotiations.
He couldn't even negotiate funding for a border wall when he had a Republican Congress.
The former president today also expected to attend arguments in Washington as a federal appeals court considers whether Trump has presidential immunity in the federal election interference case. A lower court previously ruled that he does not. The federal judge overseeing the election subversion case against former President Trump in Washington, D.C. was the victim of a swatting call on her home Sunday. Swatting is when someone calls authorities to lure them to a location under the false pretense that a crime has been committed or is in progress. According to a source, the caller said he had shot his girlfriend and would kill himself. The address he gave was the federal judge Tanya Chutkan's home. Police said officers responded to the call to discover no shooting had occurred. Chutkan has faced threats before. This summer, a Texas woman was arrested and charged for allegedly threatening in a voicemail to kill the judge if Trump doesn't get elected in 2024. Former President Donald Trump wants his Georgia election subversion case thrown out. In a motion filed Monday, Trump's lawyer argues that he is protected from prosecution under presidential immunity. Trump's defense team insists that he was working in his official capacity as president when he allegedly undermined the 2020 election results and therefore has immunity. The claims are similar to those argued in Trump's federal election subversion case. His defense team is now calling both cases unconstitutional, arguing that presidents cannot be criminally prosecuted for official acts unless they are impeached and convicted by the U.S. Senate. On Tuesday, a federal appeals court will hear arguments from Trump's lawyers and special counsel Jack Smith over the same two claims of immunity. Trump is set to attend that hearing. Prosecutors in the Georgia election subversion case say they want the trial to begin in early August 2024. That means if Trump wins the Republican nomination, the trial could fall right in the middle of his campaign. Stacey Lee is here with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
We'll get ready for some strong gusty winds today, heavy mountain snow, lots of active weather going on. I'll get to all the details in your First Alert weather forecast.
After a door plug detached from the fuselage of an Alaska Airlines aircraft, experts suggest investigators will be closely looking at the Boeing assembly line. Need a new best friend? Then check out Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, where each Wednesday you'll meet lovable pets from shelters that are looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Start the new year off right with a new truck and get the best from Spec Buick GMC. Like best-in-class towing of up to 22,000 pounds in the Sierra 2500. The most trailer assistant technologies in the Sierra 1500. The most advanced luxury in its class in a new Denali. Best selection with over 100 new trucks to choose from. We are your local GMC dealer. Visit us today in Pasco. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
I would never show my teeth. Would never smile. And it forces you into this submission of silence because you don't think that anybody's gonna take what you have to say seriously. Invisalign has changed my life forever.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. Even if the paper is held up to the light, even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-268-7157. That's 1-800-268-7157 or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-268-7157 now.
The second semifinal matchup is here.
That's exhilarating.
Which celebrity will advance to the Celebrity Jeopardy final?
Quick thumb Steven over here. I've got the God thumb!
Celebrity Jeopardy, new tonight on ABC.
Tonight, Only Murders in the Building continues on ABC for an exclusive winter event.
Whoa! Raise your hand if you just got chills.
Only Murders in the Building, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
A special place on the scenic Clark Fork River. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Now to the new safety concerns surrounding certain Boeing 737 jets. A second airline is now reporting loose hardware connected the section of fuselage that flew off a MAX 9 plane. It comes as we hear from the teacher who found the piece of plane in his backyard. ABC's Rhiannon Nally has the latest.
This morning, a second airline is now reporting apparent installation issues related to Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes after a fuselage section blew out of an Alaska Airlines plane mid-air. Alaska Airlines says the inspections of its fleet have revealed loose hardware visible on some of its MAX 9s. And United Airlines, which operates 79 of the planes, says it found loose bolts on some of its door plugs.
The fact that loose bolts have been found in other similar aircraft indicates that possibly this is an endemic problem that was created in manufacturing.
The FAA grounded all 737 MAX 9s in the wake of the Alaska Airlines incident last week when a door plug, which is used to cover optional emergency exits, detached 16,000 feet in the air. Cell phones, tray tables, and headrests sucked out of the cabin, and a teenager's T-shirt ripped off.
His seatbelt had saved his life because that's why he didn't have a shirt on, was the suction had just torn it off.
You could see some of his injuries and the redness.
No one was injured. By pure luck, no one was sitting in the two seats next to the door plug. On Sunday, a teacher in Portland found the section of the plane in his backyard.
It was a surprise to find the door in my backyard, because with all the Portland to fall in, it was pretty surprising that it fell in my backyard.
The door plug will now be taken to a lab in Washington, D.C. to be examined. The fuselage of Boeing 737 MAX 9 was manufactured by a company called Spirit Aerosystems at a plant in Kansas, where it's then shipped to a Boeing plant in Washington. Spirit Aerosystems saying in a statement they are a committed partner with Boeing on the 737 program, and we continue to work together with them on this matter. Boeing saying they are committed to ensuring every Boeing airplane meets design specifications and the highest safety and quality standards. We regret the impact this has had on our customers and their passengers. Rhiannon Nally, ABC News, New York.
Overnight, the NTSB said they are still looking for 4 bolts which were supposed to hold the door plug in place. United and Alaska Airlines did not say how many planes had loose hardware. Coming up, wild winter weather continues from coast to coast. The Northwest dealing with heavy rain and snow, while other parts of the U.S. are facing flood risks. And Stacey Lee will return with a look at your First Alert weather forecast.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Car wreck? I'm here to help you.
His caring and supportive nature created a bond, and he shares that with every client he has.
Stacy always says really good things about me.
I got T-boned at an intersection, ended up having a back injury. Mariano got me about 50 times more than I thought I was going to get.
I did my best, and she got way more than she expected.
Can't thank Mariano enough. I mean, he is the guy.
Call 853-2222.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
This shortcut saves 2 hours easy. Wait,
No. Of course not.
Not again.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
At Furniture Row, a new year calls for a new sofa, sectional, dining group, bedroom, mattress, and more. Because the New Year's Super Sale has been extended, so getting it all has never been easier. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Plus, 6 years, no interest financing. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And to killer new looks at great prices. But hurry, the extended New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest winter stock reduction savings book. Pick up a copy in store. Save $15 on a 50-pound bag of Black Gold Explorer dry dog food, just $34.99. Save on Sterilite storage totes. The 54-quart is just $8.99. Plus save in sporting goods on Mr. Heater tank top heaters. Winter stock reduction priced at 30% off. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one and done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $24.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Next ET, our Jay-Z exclusive, behind the scenes of his new passion project, plus Jay's hot take on Usher's Super Bowl halftime show.
And I think he'll take his rightful place.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And good Tuesday morning to you. Let's start out with our Skywatch radar, where we're starting to see the snowfall across the Cascade Mountains and the east slopes of the Cascade, with a little active weather moving through Yakima. Hence, we have a few school delays there in the Yakima Valley. Further down the region, we've got mostly clear skies so far in the Tri-Cities, warmer temperatures, and we're seeing active rain showers and snow just starting to really ramp up in the Blue Mountains, and that will continue throughout the day. 48 degrees, those strong gusty winds are here. It's going to be windy all day long. Dress accordingly. Maybe don't wear a dress, ladies. Your winds 26 miles an hour, but gusting 30 and 40 miles an hour. And we could see gusts up to 60 miles an hour, especially in those upper elevations. So get ready for that high wind advisory that stays in play till 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. 30 to 40 mile an hour sustained winds with gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour through the area. That's also creating blizzard conditions across the Cascades and the Blue Mountains. We're looking at 6 to 20 inches and winds up to 60 miles an hour. This is just getting going this morning, and between now and tomorrow morning is when we're going to see a lot of this activity. So driving could be treacherous to impossible here in the next little bit. 8 to 24 inches. We could even see 2 to 4 feet of snow in the upper elevations of the Cascades. So Be wary and make sure you guys check those past reports. If you have to travel, you might want to postpone that a little bit. Here's that system as it moves through the area today, that heavy mountain snow all the way down into Oregon, the Cascades of Oregon. Very heavy in Portland, and we're talking maybe up to 4 to 5 feet of snow at Mount Hood. That's going to get quite a bit, so that's going to be looking good for our ski friends. Clearing up, kind of a little like calm between the systems there for the Columbia Basin. Now on Wednesday, the storm continues for the first part of the day, and then it starts to move to the south and to the east. So we'll get a little bit of a break later on Wednesday. We could even see a few sun breaks in the afternoon. Let's take a look at Futurecast. Here we go. Here's that snow. It's going to be happening all day long across the Cascades. Spotty on and off throughout the Blue Mountains. Again, heavy snow. This is tonight. Then we see a big band coming up from the south. That's going to impact the lower elevations like Heppner, just south of Pendleton and Hermiston tonight as well. So in those areas, Simcoe Highlands, we want to be very wary of that snow coming in tonight. Here's what it looks like tomorrow morning. That next system passing through. Heavy duty I-84 snow there. Also I-84 through the Columbia River Gorge. Then that system will eventually start to move south, but don't worry, there's more on the way. We've got another couple of systems setting up. 48 degrees on the Legends Casino Skycam. Here's what it looks like for the next 7 days in Yakima. There's that rain mix with snow. We're seeing that this morning. Temperatures warming up above average there. Then we start to see things sliding down. We have a rain mix with snow. Check out those overnight lows. We start getting chilly, and there's snow in the forecast for Friday and Saturday in Yakima. That could cause some more school delays, indefinite travel impairment getting into the area. Here's what it looks like in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. We're close to 50 degrees today, and then we cool down gradually heading towards the weekend. Look at the big change between Thursday and Friday. Snow in the forecast for the lower elevations with those overnight low temperatures down in the single digits. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla over the next 7 days. So again, snow in the forecast there. Look at these overnight lows, 7 and 9 degrees. Get ready. Very active weather for the next several days. Riley?
Thank you, Stacy. 6 school districts have been delayed due to inclement weather now. The East Valley School District is on a 2-hour delay with no AM preschool and buses on snow routes. The Sela School District is starting 2 hours late with no AM preschool. The Highlands School District is on a 2-hour delay. The West Valley School District will start 2 hours late with no AM preschool due to icy roads. Natchez Valley is on a 2-hour delay, and the Yakima School District is delayed 2 hours with no AM preschool and the buses on snow routes, and there will be no morning classes at YV Tech. Now to the widespread winter weather causing problems from coast to coast. Nearly every state in the U.S. faces extreme weather conditions, from blizzard warnings in the plains to tornado watches in the south. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
It is definitely sticking.
This morning, the storm that caused whiteout conditions in Oklahoma. This vehicle pileup in New Mexico and shut down highways in Nebraska, and now that storm is on the move.
This is one of 2 very powerful storms that are forecast for this week, with nearly every weather-related hazard in play.
It includes tornado watches in Texas and Louisiana, with at least 1 confirmed twister touching down in Cold Spring, Texas, and tens of thousands in the Lone Star State are already without power. At the college football championship game in Houston, the stadium springing a leak from the heavy rain. Today, that rain will drench areas from Florida to New England. Governors in North Carolina and New Jersey declaring a state of emergency ahead of the storm.
1 to 4 inches of heavy rain, strong winds, and potential coastal flooding.
In New Jersey, they're concerned about a repeat of this neighborhood flooding from last month. And in communities still doing this from this past weekend storm,
Shoveling and shoveling and shoveling.
several inches of rain could melt snow, causing local rivers to rise. Widespread outages are also a concern from the Jersey Shore to coastal New England, with winds gusting up to 65 miles per hour tonight. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Last night was the College Football National Championship game, with the Michigan Wolverines taking on the University of Washington Huskies. We'll have highlights from Houston coming up next.
When you get in a wreck with a big truck, the insurance company shows up right away to get an advantage. Call the heavy hitter right away, and I'll be there to protect you and the evidence, because you matter.
Call 853-2222.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Ben Franklin Transit is hiring safety-oriented coach operators. Become a crucial part of the Tri-Cities community and provide a vital service to our riders. Get out from behind a desk and experience a workday that keeps you moving. Enjoy CDL training, comprehensive benefits, and generous paid time off. When you're driving for Ben Franklin Transit, you're part of a growing team of community-oriented professionals. Apply now to join the Ben Franklin Transit team.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone from US Cellular.
She's here.
Then, give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
The Walker's 4-day holiday sale is kicking off early, where we're offering some of our biggest savings of the year on many items up to 70% off. Or receive 0% interest financing until 2029 with no down payment and no minimum purchase.
So you can get that new furniture you've been wanting at 4-day clearance prices. Going on now at Walker's.
Female frogs fake their own deaths to avoid unwanted male attraction.
They learned that from us.
That's right. Daniel Kaluuya, plus anxiety-fighting foods. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
When you get in a wreck with a big truck, the insurance company shows up right away to get an advantage. Call the heavy hitter right away, and I'll be there to protect you and the evidence because you matter.
Call 853-2222.
A Montana resort that has it all. Fly the Northwest tonight.
All right, get ready for a windy day. And we've been seeing a little rain mixed with snow in Yakima this morning, Cle Elum, that area. Things are starting to warm up, though, and any of that mixed precip will switch over to showers later on. In the Columbia Basin, we stayed warm overnight. We'll be close to 50 degrees today. That's all going to start changing beginning tomorrow. You'll start to see that cool down as that cold front moves into the area. Warm along the foothills of the Blues. The Blues are going to be taking the brunt and the foothills of that wind. We could see wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. So batten down the hatches today.
Well, in sports, the Michigan Wolverines are college football's new national champions. They overpowered the Washington Huskies last night, sparking wild celebrations among students, alumni, and fans. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
He's got it. Michigan!
A perfect ending to a perfect season.
And the maize and blue.
The Michigan Wolverines claiming their first national championship in 26 years, ending their season a perfect 15-0.
To the end zone!
Michigan taking the lead on this touchdown just minutes into the first quarter and never looking back.
As time watches, touchdown!
Washington also chasing a perfect season, coming within striking distance, looking to mount a comeback for the ages.
Looks the other direction down the seam. It's intercepted by Sanger still.
But this Hail Mary on fourth down intercepted, sealing the Wolverines' victory. As the clock expired, students rushing the court at this campus watch party in Ann Arbor.
We had unfinished business, so I'll leave y'all with this. Business is finished.
Coach Jim Harbaugh leading his alma mater to their first championship since 1997, dodging the first Gatorade pour, but not the second.
My dad, Jack Harbaugh, won a national championship, and my brother won a Super Bowl. So it's good to be at the big person table from now on.
The Wolverines win not coming without controversy.